Well, another day, another dollar. Well, no dollars. There's no economy anymore, so there's no dollars. I got dollars, but I'm afraid to touch them. Um, I was yesterday. Last night I appeared on the RBN, the Republic Broadcast Network. It was delightful, actually. Apparently, I'll be on 3 nights a week. It gives me gives me some kind of social contact. V brought me in, and thanks to John down at Round Rock and Mike, the engineer, and everything. Um, I'm keeping it cool and calm. We do not need to have any more ambitious broadcasts. I think smooth, informative, public service shows right now would be the ticket, and it's what I really think. Also, I also yesterday I voiced my opinions on people with their conspiracy theories, and I want to point out that everybody has a right to their own opinion. My friend V subscribes to something that they call targeted individuals. He's made a career out of it, and he knows a lot more about it than I do. I'm a pretty simple-minded person and everything, and I tend to look at things just that I can touch and see. That's just my nature. But I consider all options. The reason that I'm taking this hard right turn right now is I believe with this COVID thing, we have to focus on the problem at hand. And today's article, I'm putting up at the top of here, the new world that we're coming into. And it's not the new world order, it's the new world. The generation we've had, the baby boomers, we had the millennials, and then the Z generation that's about 12 or 13 now. But there's a generation coming up that's going to be called the Q generation, the quarantines. All right? Their world is radically different from anything before. And you have to read the article to see, some of it is speculation, but then some of it will kind of chill you a little bit because you're going to say, yeah, that's pretty well right, pretty well right. But we have to focus on this. This thing is not going to go away. That's the main thing the article emphasizes. Everybody, when are we going to reach the peak? When is it's going to be safe? Never. Never. This thing will not die. It'll never be safe to run around and be stupid again. It'll never be safe, okay? But this Q generation will grow up knowing that you don't go to football games. You don't hang out in clubs. You don't have many sexual partners that you don't know anything about. You're a little more standoffish with strangers. Big box stores, I put in there, there'll be no more Walmart. Maybe there will. Maybe it'll be smaller. But people will be leery of going around a bunch of strangers that they've never met in an environment that's just completely open, rather than just going down to the mom and pop store and buying their apples and oranges there. GMOs, everybody's big concern. GMOs, oh my God. Well, with the rise of the family farm and with the rise of the backyard tomato crop, GMOs are not going to be that important because nobody got any use for a plant that doesn't leave a seed for the next year. It's as simple as that. It's no more detailed than that. Okay? Schools, forget about it. None of my grandchildren are going to a public school now. They haven't gone for a while. They ended up at Capstone for a while, but not anymore. Capstone shut down. They went to online. And why would you send your kids into something like that? Why would you do that? Okay? And how contagious is this thing? Well, here's how contagious it is. There was a news story today. A man some time ago that went to a funeral and consoled the relatives and hugged everybody. Then he went to a birthday party and consoled everybody and happy for the birthday boy or whatever. And he hugged everybody and he killed 3 people. He's sick in 15, but he killed 3. Okay? The quarantines will not do that. You tell a quarantine 15 years from now, do you want to go to Becky's birthday party around 50 people and eat cake with 2 feet away from people that you don't even know? And they're going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Okay? So these are not conspiracy theories. This is public reaction. Okay? And I put in there New World Orders and Illuminati and everything. And I said, that's what ropes and trees are made for, because we're going tribal. Police are even changing their behavior. I talked to a police officer lady today over the phone because I was concerned was it safe to drive my car around to charge the battery up. That's how paranoid I've got. Remember, I'm the one who put the lamb's blood on the door. And she told me, well, I'm not a doctor, but if you're just driving around with your windows up, you're probably safe. We've changed our behavior has completely changed. They took one police officer's got 8 and 17 are down in quarantine right now. Said, we've gone from show me your hands to keep your hands to yourself. Okay? I mean, that's how bad it's got. But this is alarming to us of my age or slightly younger that this is happening. But to the quarantines, it will not be alarming. It'll be the way it is. That's the way it is. Everybody knows. If you're a boy and you find a real good girlfriend, everything hooks up and everything, you don't dump her after you've been around each other for a year and you're both still okay and you don't have this nonsense. You stay with her the rest of your freaking life. It's a whole lot better to find Miss Right than Miss Right now. That's dangerous. Like I said yesterday in yesterday's article, at least with age, you had to touch somebody. With this thing, I go down to the kiosk to buy cigarettes, and I'm not near anyone. There's only one other person under the awning. There's a bulletproof glass between us and the girl that's selling us our items and everything. And we're still socially distancing in case one of us breathes. We're doing that, okay? Now imagine you're a 15-year-old, and that's all you've ever known. That's all you ever... You don't walk up and shake somebody's hand or hug them. You know this instinctively. No more than you would kiss a tiger. That's what we're looking at, folks. That's the reality. So don't look for a peak, okay? Don't look for a peak. There'll be a point when there's not as many cases after it kills off enough people and people start getting it through their head that this is a real deal. You got to behave yourself, After that, there'll be a peak and everything. But it's like I said in today's article. This thing is like a junkyard dog, okay? You got to keep a big fence around a junkyard dog, and he don't hurt nobody except who gets inside the fence. Then one day you say, well, he's calmed down pretty good. He's a good junkyard dog, and you kind of leave the gate open and everything, and he kills a 3-year-old girl who's walking by on her scooter. It's a junkyard dog. Treat it like a junkyard dog. The junkyard dog will never go away. Okay, that's as simple as that. What else did I say in that thing? It was a whole bunch of little examples. The good news is, you notice how the air cleared up? Yeah, no more traffic. No more traffic jams. I drove around Killeen yesterday to charge my car battery up. Killeen is a very congested area when it comes to traffic. It's an army town. It's understanding, if you grew up in this town, you pull out from a resident area to a arterial street, you make a right or you find a red light. Because you're not going to make a left. It's just not going to happen. You're going to make the people behind you mad if you're trying to make a left. I've seen people get really irate. What are you doing, fool? You're supposed to make a right, go down a block, and do a U-turn. Not anymore. A baby could crawl across the freeway down here and get to the other side safe. That's how slow the traffic is, all right? These are the things that we're going to have to do. I wasn't making fun of anyone for their theories. Everybody's got a right to their theory. And Casey Nunez brought up the idea of your shoes being infected. I never thought of that. That's not a conspiracy theory. If you're walking around a big box store in your shoes and everybody's been coughing and sneezing and wheezing and spitting or whatever, and you're walking through it and you go home and take your shoes off, that's what you just did. Yeah, that's what you just did. Okay? So it's the new norm. Surprisingly, with my experiences in the Escalante and Acatita Wells, I'm used to this. I'm used to having nobody around. I'm enjoying the phone calls. We're doing a lot of good writing, a lot of getting together. V is doing a fantastic job of putting together an organization that I myself am very impressed with. Very impressed with. And I'm glad that they let me in some small way. I'm not a super producer. I'm not a this or that. I'm a writer. I'm just a writer, and that's what I do. You look at the title of today's article and you'll see I can turn a phrase. I can make a point. Like what I just said, talking about the virus being like a junkyard dog. A guy standing out in his farmer's field chewing on a straw can read that and say, yeah, that's what it's like a junkyard dog. And they understand it. And he'll keep his grandkids away from the junkyard dog. Grandkids are still just as alive if I use 5-syllable words and a bunch of medical technicians and stuff that he didn't understand. The main thing we have to do is understand, like the article today says the new normal. Everybody's waiting on April the 30th, and here in Texas, I don't know about where you might be at or anything, and they think, well, we're coming out of lockdown, and it's going to be like a tornado warning expires and the tornado's gone. It's not going to be like that. The way you're living right now is going to affect the rest of your life. You will never, ever walk into a Walmart or any other big box store without a second thought, okay? You'll be a little edgy when you go to a restaurant and your food is prepared by someone that you don't know or watch prepare the food. My wife just told me to call this generation the Q19 generation. We'll never run up and just hug a stranger. We'll never shake hands. You know, finding Miss Right is a whole lot better than Miss Right now. The world has changed, and this is not a Chinese virus. There's genome and research now out today that this is a European virus. White folks, we did it. We did it. You know, so that's where it came from. It's us. We did it. I don't know how it got to the. Who knows? Well, I understand they stole a vial of it and they were going to weaponize it, which is not weaponized. And one of them opened their own mayonnaise jar and ate their lunch. You know, that's what happened. That's what really happened. Okay. So before you go blaming the Chinese people on this and everything, no, it was the crackers, as usual. Oh, anyway, I'm going to try to keep up these things and keep y'all informed. Again, I wasn't making fun, except for one person who shall remain nameless, who attacked me on the radio for trying to expound. And all I was trying to do, let me explain to you, and I'm not going to name names or anything, but I'm going to say, I believe that this is a tribal local thing. Look around your area, and this is my advice to all of you. Look in your area. You look at New York and everything, oh my God, they're burying people in trenches. Okay, no. But you look in my area, and we have a county right over here next to us, Lampasas County. There are no cases. None. Nobody's sick. Everybody's still eating barbecue. They got one case in Coryell County yesterday, and they can't control their excitement. That's the biggest thing that's ever happened in Coryell County since they got the zip code. Okay? So it's not everywhere. You look at your area, and you protect your area. Then you worry about your county. Then you worry about your state. Then, if you're bored, look what's going on around the country, you know, Detroit, New York, and all, and feel bad about them. I mean, I'm sorry those people are going through that and everything. But look at other areas. I have friends around the country in Denver, in Utah, Idaho, stuff like that. Mostly what I'm hearing is it's not that bad here. They don't say it's not that bad. They say it's not that bad here. Okay? So, and take everything in context. Okay? Just simple as that. And certainly, like the other night on that, bringing up the Congo, excuse me, and 300 million Chinese, what the hell does that have to do with the price of beef in Lampasas, Texas, which is my main concern? Am I going to be able to get meat here? Well, yeah, I am actually, really. And cheap gas, too. Not that I don't care that those things are happening. Number one, there's nothing I can do about it. And number two, if I could, what would I do? What would I do? You know, the Chinese want to move into the Congo. Hey, cool, dude. Cool, you know, whatever. But it doesn't affect my politics or my beliefs. And that's the main thing. And I don't like to be shouted down when I'm developing a line of reasoning. That's mainly what happened. I developed a line of reasoning. I was fixing to move slowly out, and they were concerned about New York and everything. And yes, we should be aware of what's going on with the Congo, but does it affect where you're at? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And that will keep your stress level down. Like right now, knowing that a place I used to have a girlfriend at, Lampasas, Texas, Pam Burns, I never will forget her, doesn't have a case of this stuff. Now, I know the people in Lampasas, you go tripping over there and they don't know you, they're going to stop you at the county line. Where are you going? Well, I'm going over here to so-and-so. No, where you from? I'm from Killeen. You need to go back to Killeen. Okay. That's your new normal, folks. Have a nice day.